2026 Grammys. Kendrick just surpassed Jay-Z as a hip-hop artist with the most Grammy Awards. You know, you had GNX, you had the Clips, J.I.D., Glorilla, and Tyler, the Creator. How did you feel about that group as a whole, even those being nominated, and how did you feel about Kendrick winning it?
I feel like you could have put Gibbs' album in there. I know Wale dropped later, so I don't think he qualified. Overall, I think me being, for sure, a diehard Clips fan prior to them becoming trendy, this last album, this last run, I feel like they got it right. I feel like Kendrick had the most well-rounded album. Man, the placement, you know what I'm saying, the features, everything was perfect. Coming off with I don't know if you can even call it a battle or destruction of Drake, you know what I'm saying, and then following up with the album, keeping it true to itself, West Coast, putting a lot of unknown West Coast artists on. It was like it couldn't have been done no better. I feel like they got it right, you know what I'm saying. I feel like Clips was close too, you know what I'm saying, but with their content, even though, you know what I'm saying, they got real personal, talking about their parents and different things like that, but they content, you know what I'm saying, I feel like people gonna always keep them in a certain bottle, keep them in a certain lane, whether it's fair or unfair, you know, the talent is there. But I felt like if Kendrick is not in the competition with them, then for sure it's a landslide the Clips win. But I feel like Kendrick probably had the most well-rounded album, you know what I'm saying, so I can't say they got it wrong.
Not just me being a super fan of the Clips, I think the Clips deserved it. You know, the Grammys as a whole, I got my own views on the Grammys. Just like, how did the kid, Mad City, not win the Grammy, but Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers win? It's kind of like,
that was probably his weakest album.
They never really seemed to get it right to me, but it's like GNX was a good album. It was pretty regional to me, which I like because I do like West Coast music. But I think the Clips had more of an impact because it was a comeback album. They hadn't had an album in, how many ever years, 10 plus years, whatever. Like I said, I thought the content, with them going into, with them even, having the strength to do a record like that about their parents.
Yeah, it was, and as an older, you know what I'm saying, as older artists, I've seen posts where they say ageism is done in hip hop. I think it was age appropriate. I think Malice Malice was my MVP of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if put Kendrick in the same, you know what I'm saying, category with them, I think for sure, I think it's a win-win for hip-hop all around, but I do feel like Kendrick's album was a little more, I ain't gonna, and it's hard to even compare, but I can't say they got it wrong because I felt like Kendrick's album was well-rounded.
Yeah, I'm just speaking from, my perspective. Yeah. I like Kendrick album because it was regional sounding. Like you said, he did just elevate a bunch of West Coast artists that probably would never get a look like that. I just felt it was the Clips moment. I wanted it to be the moment. Malice back, the way he was rapping. Like you said he was the MVP. I felt he was the MVP for me too. I didn't feel like nobody else rapped as good as he rapped. I think that just would have been a culmination of just the whole comeback, them losing their parents that close, proximity, the tiny desk, the album, the tour, the merch. I thought the Grammys, the performance at the Grammys, I thought that just would have been the culmination of just like an awesome year. But then it's like AOTY presented the award to Kendrick, so he kind of knew he was going to get it. I just don't want the Grammys to become just like a gimmick like that. Where any year Kendrick come out, or any year Tyler, the Creator, come out.
Yeah, it's predictable.
It's just a bunch of music that should get get more notice than it does.
But I think too though, with the Grammys, we all know it's almost like you almost got to pay your dues. So,
right.
Clips say it's more music coming.
Right.
I could see them winning, you know what I'm saying, next year because I feel like now they're on that national radar, and as long as they've been in the game, they've never got this notoriety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could see them being in the mix as long as they continue to make music. So I feel like they will get a Grammy. I mean, they won one this year, but I feel like they will get an album of the year at some point.
Right, cool. And I'd like to see that soon. Even if it's not from them, just from somebody that paid their dues in hip hop.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't just be just the most popular or the most Grammy friendly. If y'all gonna do it right, because as a people, we really don't know what we want to do. Half the years we protesting the Grammys, half the years we not. So this was a good group. I'm not mad at Kendrick. I just would have liked to see Clips win it. So.